Welcome back to this special edition of Hannity. Somehow, California is going even more woke. For example, the state is now under investigation after California schools purportedly hid the gender identity and gender confusion of young students from their own parents. Next, San Francisco is running a pilot program that charges different rates for traffic violations based on income. If you don't make much money, you only have to pay half. From there, head down to Los Angeles County, where a large group of homeless people took over an abandoned lot filled with RVs. It's now costing $80,000 to clean up all of the trash left behind and secure the lot. And then, top it all off with this. The Department of Health and Human Services is investigating the state for teaching school kids, about sex toys and role-playing. But as Steve Hilton points out in a recent Fox News op-ed, all of this could end up being good for the Golden State because it might convince voters that it's finally time to move on from years of Democratic rule. And joining us now is the author of the new book, Califailure, by Steve Hilton, and Project 21 Chairman Horace Cooper. Gentlemen, thanks for joining us. Steve, congratulations on the book. Tell us, I mean, you're in California. The place is going even more woke. I didn't think it could, but tell us what's happening.
It's unbelievable, isn't it, Jason? Just when you thought that they'd gone as far as they possibly could to the far left, they just don't get it. They don't understand how frustrated people are. This endless far left ideology. On that story that you just mentioned about schools, you had a school district in Orange County saying very practical, common sense stuff, which is if your child chooses to change their gender, you as a parent should be informed. Gavin Newsom sued them to stop them from doing it. And now they've got this law. They've tried to find in the state constitution a right to privacy of children from their parents. So all these years when we've been saying this is basically the socialist communist mindset, which is that parents aren't the ones who raise children, it's the government. Now you see it in action. This is the kind of ideology that we're dealing with. But as I said in that article on foxnews.com, people are waking up. And I think we're going to see change in California sooner than people might expect.
Horace, we gave 3 crystal clear examples of woke going even more woke. Are they not getting the memo out there? I mean, I can't believe that the people of California will continue to stand for this.
Well, first, let me say, Steve Hilton, thank you for this book. We absolutely need to see in writing what's going on, and that's one of the first steps to seeing the turnaround. In my lifetime, California has changed from an amazing, remarkable place where people go to live out their dreams to now a place where dreams go to die. Some of the zaniest, craziest ideas. And this fundamental idea about the role of parents in the lives of their children, where would you think would be a place that thinks it's important for the state to get in between the most vital and important relationship, and on an issue like whether your child is a boy or a girl or whatever? Kids aren't even remembering to eat with the right knife or fork at 10 and 11. How is it possible that California has concluded they can decide what their gender is?
Steve, what do you think Gavin Newsom's legacy is going to be? Because he's been in office for a long, long time. Both governor, mayor, I mean, you name it. What's his legacy going to be?
Well, the legacy for California, as I point out in this book, Califailure, is a total failure on every front. It's on the back cover. Highest poverty rate, highest unemployment rate, worst homelessness crisis, a total failure. The highest taxes, highest cost for gas, electricity, water, the worst business climate. Everything is a failure in terms of California. But the real legacy, I think, is Gavin Newsom is going to be the one that flips California red, because people just can't go on with this anymore. Some people are leaving the state, and I completely understand why. But those of us who are left, we are fighting for change. And more people are waking up and saying, we cannot go on like this. And by the way, this book, California, it's a warning to the rest of the country. This is full of stories like the craziness we've been talking about tonight. But it's also important for everyone in America to understand that this is where the Democratic Party is going. You look at Bernie Sanders, AOC, that's where the energy is now in the Democratic Party. They're getting the crowds. We are living under that agenda in California. It's a total disaster. That's why everyone needs to understand what this is all about and how to stop it happening in your state.
No, well said, because the metrics are there. It's in black and white, and you just look at the U-Haul numbers leaving the state.
Exactly.
That should be a key, too. Last word to you, Horace. Where is it going to go from here? Please tell us it's going to get better.
It can't get any worse. I mean, every bad choice, real estate policy, minimum wage policy, growth policy, government size policy, every wrong choice appears to have been embraced. At some point, what keeps going up, these progressive, crazy ideas, eventually must come down. I believe it's time, and I think Californians are fed up. They're tired of all of the poor decisions that they've watched, and hopefully we're going to begin seeing soon, maybe as soon as 2026, the sort of change that needs to happen. California is too beautiful and too wonderful of a place to be destroyed the way that it has by progressives.
I agree very much. Well said,
Horace Cooper, thank you so much. Steve Hilton, thank you, and congratulations on the book. I hope it does exceptionally well.